offense. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra. Check you.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended at the 33. Pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Dolphins at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Steal. Check steal.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Drill 52. Check.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Let's go.
They'll start with the option, and they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. No wasted time from Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
17.
Mond looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Davis Price. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. In motion right is Smith. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Hurry, hurry!
Once again, it's Mostert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Black Ultra. Steel Blue. Ready?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And out across midfield down to the 45. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Steel, black. Set.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Blue, black. Red, yellow.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He is going to find Hill here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Trail green. 10 cycles. Fly blue. Set up.
On play action, here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded just inside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ready, ready. Strike, strike.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mond ran last time. Here he'll throw it.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Throwing again on second and 10. Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Dorsett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Ultra.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mond now off of play action. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hey, red. Yellow, blue. Field, black.
Mond going to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Off the play fake, Mond.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Hey, green. Red, green. Black, blue. Black, black.
Now Mond.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Go Oakland.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
He stiff arms him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mond. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Mond.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He gets this one to Mechie.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready. Hey,
Slot man moves right.
Red. Cluster, stick.
Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They run with Mostert off the option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Forced out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Yellow, blue. Stick, red.
To throw on second and 10.
Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Tua picked by his former college teammate, Christian Harris.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan.
And it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The last two plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, computer. Ready?
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this is caught inside the 5. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Here's Mostert, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Mostert. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Tua.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now Tua. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And this one going to ramp up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.